rest of it, okay? Yeah. What we want to do is I want you to stand nice and tall. I want your feet hip width apart. You're going to bend your knees. Pull your core in, shoulders back, hand on the chair. All right? Close your eyes. You're going to stand this way for 15 seconds. I want you safe and confident here, okay? If you don't feel confident, open your eyes, right? If you feel like you're going to fall, you feel a little unstable, open your eyes. Good. 3, 2, 1, and time. Now we're just going to take our feet and move them close together. Let's move our feet as close together as we can get them, okay? Nice and tall, same thing, all right? You ready? We're going to close our eyes and close those eyes. Okay, if you feel a little unsteady, I want you to open your eyes, all right? I want everyone to be safe. Be safe. Good. Three, 2, 1, and time. Very good. Now we're going to stand on one foot, okay? I'm going to give you 2 options. And you're pretty capable. First thing we'll do is we'll bring that foot all the way up in the air, okay? Option 2, you're going to bring your heel into the air, leaving your toes on the ground, okay? If you're not very good or not very confident at standing on one foot, you're going to be in this position right here, toes on the ground, okay? Hand is on the chair, eyes are open. I want you to focus on something in front of you, find a focal point. You ready? Let's shift our weight to our left foot, bend your knee. You ready? Now let's bring our heel into the air. All right, if you're feeling really confident, give it a shot. You can bring that foot, but just an inch. I just wanted an inch off the ground. That's it. Hang on to that chair. Find your focal point. 3, 2, 1, and time. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to close our eyes. All right, I want you to be very careful here. If you've not done this, this is hard, okay? So in order for us to progress in class, that means we have to be safe, right? So here's the same thing. If you feel like you're swaying like a tree in the wind, keep your toes on the ground, keep your hand on the chair. If it's too much, open your eyes, okay? So listen to my verbal cues. Listen carefully. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. I want you to lift your heel into the air. Keep your toes on the ground. Close your eyes. Pause right here. Now, if you feel really unsteady right here, I want you to stay here. I do not want to build that language. Learn this position. If you feel confident, let's go ahead and bring that foot up in the air, all right? Be safe. Be safe. It is okay to keep your toes on the ground, especially with this being the first class. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Let's rotate. Let's rotate to the other side. There you go. So we can use the other chair there. Yeah, you can bring it over if you'd like. Okay. Same thing right here, okay? Same thing. There you go. So we have our first assessment. We're going to be bouncing on the right foot here. This is, remember, our first one. Our eyes are open. So let's shift our weight to our right foot. Listen to those verbal cues. You're lifting the left heel into the air. You're holding steady here. Get your bearings. Eyes are open. Eyes are open. Find your focal point. Let's lift that foot up into the air. Hang on to that chair now. Hang on to that chair. Be safe. That's it. Good. 2, 1, and time. Foot goes right back down to the ground. Now, we're going to do the same thing, this time with our eyes closed. Remember the process before. Remember the verbal cues before. Same thing. We're going to shift our weight to our right foot, hand on the chair. Shift your weight to your right foot. The heel of my left foot is in the air. My toes are on the ground. My chest is back. My shoulders is back. My chin is up. I'm going to close my eyes and hold right here. Hand on the chair. Close your eyes. Hold. If you feel comfortable and confident, let's bring that foot an inch into the air. Only if you feel comfortable and confident. It's perfectly okay to leave your toes on the ground. Perfectly okay to leave those toes on the ground. Good. This is hard. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. Let's go ahead and shift, and we're going to move into our strength pillar. Those are just our assessments. You guys, as we move through class, I'm going to try to stay in frame there, guys. As we move through class, the classes, you will see yourself improve in those assessments. That's why we do those, because I want you to get better. If you're not getting better, you don't feel your balance is improving, because there's something I can do, all right? There's no such thing as a hopeless situation. I am a hopeless optimistic. I think I can fix everyone, all right? Let's go ahead and we'll sit. You should see the work I've done on my family. Holy smokes. I just saw all of them, man. They're so crazy. I got to go to a family reunion to feel normal. Yeah, you're looking around going, man, at least I'm not like that guy. I'm just kidding. I love them. All right. First thing we're going to do in our strength pillar, all right, we're going to bring our legs up in front of us, okay? This strength pillar is to strengthen begins in our joints, right? You got to have strong muscles, all right, especially with our legs. Our legs are what's called a life indicator, right? You have the ability to build lean muscle tissue, which decreases as we age, right? You have your VO2 max. It's like a stress test. It's how well can your heart calm down or come back to a resting heart rate after climbing a flight. It's taking a long time to come back to a resting heart rate like we're at now, or does it go up and come down? A healthy heart goes up and comes down pretty quickly, okay? The third life indicator is leg strength. If you're not walking around much and you're spending more time on your bottom than you are walking and moving around, this is not a good sign. Typically, when I walk into someone's house, they're sitting down, we may have 2 to 5 years, right? So we want to make sure we have leg strength, right? And we're going to bring them down, okay? It's okay if you hold on to the side of the chair. We're up and down. Make sure your back is not touching the back of the chair. We're up and down, right? Nice and tall. It's okay to use your hands. That's it. And when you go up, I want you to really squeeze those muscles there in the thighs. That's it. Up, squeeze them. Good. That's it. Up. Perfect. And up. Good. That's it. Nice and easy here. Nice and easy. Nothing fancy. All right, you ready? We have 4 more. Here we go. 4, 3. Now, if this is getting to be a little much, it's okay to stop. Take a break. Here we go. 2. Last one. Now, you're going to hold it there. All right? Now, we're going to flutter. Back and forth. That's it. Now, if your legs are really tired, really fatigued, you can stop. Take a break. All right? Nice and tall. Core tight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. Well done. We're going to stand up and we're going to move our chair to the left side. So you have 2 chairs, so you just have to turn yours. Good, good. So now we have our chair on our left side. We're still in the strength pillar, right? 2 exercises per pillar. The first one was what we just did. This is the second one, okay? And what we're going to do, let me demonstrate and you'll follow. We're going to take our leg out to the side and we're going to do a circle and then we're going to come back in. Now when I come in, try not to allow your leg to touch the ground, okay? Nice and tall, core tight, find your focal point. We're going to go out, circle, and in. Good, I want you to control. Don't go too far now. Go out. I want to make sure I can maintain a nice neutral spine. Yeah, that's perfect. Good. Good. Out, circle, and in. There you go. Now, if you're feeling really comfortable and confident, you can move to maybe 1 or 2 fingers on that chair. If you're feeling really wobbly, go ahead and you can hold on. That's it. We want everyone to be safe. Out, circle. And it doesn't matter which way you go with your circle. If you go clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter. Good. Nice and smooth. Control the movement. There you go, circle. Let's do 2 more. Out. Got to keep that. We're going to bring the leg out. Circle, and in. Remember, keep this knee you're standing on. Keep that knee slightly bent. That's it. Focus on your focal point. Good. Nice and smooth. Trying to keep that foot in the air if you can. That's it. Out. Circle and in. That's it. Good. Circle and in. Let's do 3 more. Circle and in. That's it. 2. Nice and controlled. Good. You don't want to go too far. Let's do 1 more for good luck. And in. And relax. Good, good. Grab a shot of water. Back to your chairs. Good. Bear with me, guys. Oh. Goodness. All right. All right. Good. Good morning. Michelle and Nancy, Mom, and then Robert. Good morning. How are you? All right. And you are? Sandy. Sandy. Okay. Sandy. I'm Chris. Of course, you guys know that. All right. We're going back to our chair. Same thing, okay? Nice and tall. Remember, we don't want to put our back on the chair, okay? We want to stay away from that chair. Nice and tall, core tight. We're going up, contract the quads, and down. It's okay to hold on. If you need to hold on, go ahead and do so. Good. And 4. Good. Nice and controlled. You want to control the movement. Don't allow the movement to control you. That's right. Good. Notice that little pause at the top. That's it. That allows me time to really squeeze those quads. Good. Here we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Hold, hold, hold. Ready? Here we go. Flutter kicking. Back and forth. 15 seconds. That's it. Nice and tall, keeping that core tight. Shoulders back, chest up, chin up. There you go. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. Rest. Awesome. Feel those legs warming up? Great job. So the benefit about being here in class, right? What you're getting is you're getting all these pillars. If you can do this, I would recommend strength training, swimming, walking. If you can do the walking, I would do it every day of the week. If you cannot, right, life is too busy, I would recommend you walking at least 4 or 5 days out of the week. Walk a mile, walk 2 miles. All right, start with what you can. Maybe it's half a mile, right? Walk for time. Maybe you walk for 10 minutes, and however far you go is however far you go. All right, but these little things are going to help you improve your balance, okay? It's going to prevent you from falling, all right? We have a large 1 in 4 people over the age of 65 will experience a fall in a year. Once you fall, you're twice as likely to have a repeat fall. So let's avoid those. Statistics are pretty alarming when it comes to breaking bones, femurs, hips, shoulders. Most of the time, people who fall and break a bone, they become like a recluse, right? They lose their confidence. They stop doing these social outings because they don't want to embarrass themselves from the fall. There's things that go on in our brains when we exercise and when we socialize. It's extremely important. In fact, we'll cover that next week, right? There's a hormone called BDNF, and so it's a neurotropin. We'll talk about that next week. A lot of special things go on when you socialize. Okay, there's been a lot of great experiments on that. When people withdraw, their brain shrinks because they're not socializing, they're not moving as much because they lost confidence, so now that's impacting their leg strength. And they're usually gone in about 2 years, right? I did an interview with Dr. Khan. He said, Chris, most of my patients, once they have a significant fall, they're dead 3-6 months. That was alarming, okay? So let's go ahead and stand. We're going to move our chair to the left side. We're going to do our bit to prevent ourselves from falling and getting ourselves in better shape. We're going to stand nice and tall. Find your focal point. Same exercise as before, okay? We've got our chair on the left side there. Chair on the left side. We're going to take our foot out to the side. We're going to go in a circle. We're going to make a circle. We're going to bring it right back underneath us, okay? Keep that foot in the air if you can. Keep that foot, the foot I'm moving, try to keep that in the air if you can. Good. Bend your knee. You want to bend your left knee. That's it. And in. There you go. And surprisingly, a lot of the work, the majority of the work, is actually being done with the leg you're standing on, not the one you're moving. Now, you don't want to swing your leg too high there. You want to maybe swing your leg a foot and a half away from the body. And you want to do that in order to keep a nice neutral spine, right? I don't want to be bringing my leg out so far I'm leaning over. I want to stay nice and straight there. That's it. Good. We're out, circle, and in. 3 more. Circle and in. Great job. Circle and in. That's it. Circle and in. We're going to do 1 more for good luck. And in. Great job. All right, let's flip our chair to the other side. Well done. Same thing. All right, same thing. Nice and tall. My knee is slightly bent. You ready? We're going to go out, circle, and in. Yeah, that's perfect, Robert. Out, circle, you got it, and in. Good. Out, circle, and in. I'm kind of getting washed out there with my shoes and this baseboard here, but you guys know. Good. Good, Nancy. Out, circle, and in. Good, Michelle. There you go. Try to keep that foot in the air if you can. Good, Martha. Out, circle. Yeah, good, good, good. All right, Sandy, let's see what you got. And in. Here's the good news. Don't get frustrated, right? A lot of this stuff is weird, right? It's new. So if you've not done things like this before, don't get frustrated. You will get better, okay? You will get better. Circle. We're going to do 2 more here, okay? But you have to practice. That's it. 1 more. Circle and in. We're going to do 1 for good luck. This is for good luck. And in and relax. Good, good. Everybody catch your breath. That's it. Let's take a shot of water. I'm going to give you about 15, 20 seconds, all right? We're going to come right back to our chair, okay? So go ahead, catch your breath, get your shot of water. I'm going to keep my chair here because I'll cut my head off screen if I try to move it. Okay. Now, at any point, if you get tired or you need to take a break, please feel free to do so, okay? All right, this program works for everyone. So, next thing, any questions about the strength exercises? Those are balance exercises. They will help us improve our balance, but they are targeted to strengthen our legs. Next pillar is our posture pillar. Posture is very important when it comes to balance because it determines where our balance center of mass is, right? We were designed to stand up and tall and erect. Balance center of mass is just above the navel, maybe about an inch or so in. When our posture suffers, it changes not only our gait stride, our gait, it also changes where that balance center of mass is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start with an exercise called the Founder's Exercise, okay? Guys, I'm just going to raise the camera up. I'll adjust it, but I want you to see my arms, okay? My feet are a little bit wider than hip width. All right, my feet are a little bit wider than hip width, okay? I'm going to take my hands above my head, all right? Now, what I'm going to do, my palms are facing one another. First thing I'm going to do, imagine your belt, imagine your waist is a bucket full of water, and I want to dump the water out, right? So what does that mean? That means I've got to stick my bottom out first. Some people, when they squat down, they go down like this. That's not what I want. I want you to stick your bottom out, dump that water. You're going to bend your knees. You're going to squat down. Then you're going to push back. My arms are straight. I'm holding 3, 2, 1, and then I'm back to start position. Okay? Everybody got it? I'm going to readjust the camera back to my feet. So here we go. Too much. Sorry, guys. Bear with me here. All right. All right, bear with me. Hands overhead. My feet are hip width apart. All right, let's dump the water out. Going down. Hold that position. Push back. Best you can, as best you can, and you're up. Good. You'll feel your weight shift to your heels. We're down. Push back. Up. Good, good, good. This is hard. This is hard. And you'll get better. We're down. Push back. And up. This requires a lot of flexibility too. And push back. Sit on those heels. And up. That's it. 2 more. We're down. Push back. And up. Last one. We're down, push back, and relax. Good. That is called the founder's exercise. It's one of my favorites, comparable to a plank. Anytime you go to a physician and you don't have anything structurally wrong with your spine, he's going to, and you have back pain, they should suggest, most do, to plank, right? Because that's going to help strengthen your core. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to stand in what I call a balanced position of confidence. All right, we've got our chair on the right side. Let's start there. We've got our right foot forward. Okay, you guys, right foot forward. My feet are going to vary. For some of us, this may be a little unsteady, so I need to narrow my base, right? For some of us, we're comfortable here. Make it work for you, okay? So I'm going to start in this stance, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hands out in front of me, okay? My palms to the sky, my pinkies touching. I'm going to bend down. Now, my heel of my back leg will come up in the air, and that's okay. My hands need to stay at shoulder level. I'm going to squat down. I'm going to come up. I'm going to open, push back, stretch that chest, come back to center. Down. Now, the majority of your weight's on your front foot. We're up. Now it goes back to even, out, and in. Good. Take your time. Go down as far as you can, right? Make it work. Make it work for you. And we're up. This is just the first class. I want you to be efficient today. Good. And we're down and up, out. Good. Now remember, it's okay if that heel comes off the ground, right? So we're down, open up, push back. Good. Up. I messed you up, guys. I messed that one up. I was concentrating on this. My fault. My fault. Here we go. We're down. We're up. We're open and close. You got it. Two more. Down, up, open. Last one. Here we go. Down, up, open, and rest. Good. Shake those shoulders out. Let them rest. There you go. Shake it out. Let's go ahead and move our chair to the opposite side. Good, good. You're perfect, Sandy. Yeah. Well, Sandy's wisened up. She has a chair on both sides, and then those that have taken the class several times, that's what they've learned too. It didn't take them long. So, okay, back to our founder's exercises, right? We've taken about a 10, 15 second break, give ourselves a little recovery time. Let's go back, our feet hip width apart, going back to that same exercise we did prior to the reverse shoulder swings. Okay, you ready? We're up. Now, if your shoulders start to fatigue, it's okay to bring them down, all right? So we're going down, dump that water out, stick that bottom out, push back. You will feel your weight shift to your heels. Keep your nose forward and up. Good. Big thing here. Try not to let your neck jut forward, right? Bring that neck back. Yeah, it's hard. We all do it. And up, most of us. And we're down. And push back. Yeah, if your arms get tired, you can leave them here. That's it. And we're up. Good. We're going to do three more. Here we go. Down. Push back. And up. That's it. Good. And down. Push back. And up. Last one. Here we go. We're down. Push back. And rest. Good. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Whew. I'm sweating this morning. All right, here we go, guys. Left foot is going to go forward. Left foot is going to go forward. We're going to do this exercise. We'll take a little water break, okay? All right, hands out in front of us, peeking's touching one another. All right, you ready? We're going to go down as far as you can, up, open, and together. Now, if you experience some knee pain, I want you to stay above the knee pain, okay? If it hurts, don't do it. This is not a no pain, no gain situation here. And we're down. Shift that weight to your heel there on the front foot. We're up. Good. Yeah, that's okay. We're down. Now the majority of my weight switches to my front foot. We're up. Now it goes back to more even. Remember that heel of my back foot can come up into the air. And up and open. Good. And we're down. And we're up. And we're open. 2 more. Really push. I want to stretch that chest when I push out. Up, good. And open, push, push, push. Last one. Here we go. We're down. And we're up. Yeah, take a break. Good. And open. Good. And relax. Okay? 15, 20 seconds here. Grab some water. I'm going to talk. We do things like this. I know it looks weird. Probably haven't seen it too many other places. But let me show you what that mimics in real life, right? What if I'm teeing up a ball? What if something falls on the ground and I go to pick it up and I feel myself teetering and I need to quickly reach out and grab something, right? These positions we're putting ourselves in have real life application. So I'm not just bringing in these goofy looking exercises just to watch you guys get in goofy positions, right? They're going to have real life application. And remember, like I told you about the balanced language, in order for us to prevent falls, we need to put ourselves in positions we may find ourselves in real life. Otherwise, why are we here, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Any questions over that posture pillar? Everybody got it? Everybody kind of getting the flow of class, how it's working? Okay, let's go ahead and sit in our chair. Now this is my favorite pillar. This is our flexibility pillar. It's my favorite because I get to sit down. These 4 pillars are essential to improving your balance. You cannot leave one out. You have to have all of them, right? Biggest part of our balance, guys, is our eyes and our ears. Did you know that? Our eyes and ears make a large component of how we balance, especially our ears, right? Our vestibular system. Have any of you ever had vertigo or tinnitus or tinnitus? Dr. Honglin was here. He would hang me by my toes. All right. He calls it tinnitus, and sometimes I say tinnitus. So anytime you have yourself in a boat, how many of you get motion sickness? You ever experienced that? Right? Let's say you're in a boat, your eyes are looking out, they send the signal to your brain saying, hey, you know, you're looking at a flat horizon there. Well, the boat, the waves, you're rocking back and forth. Your ears have a common nerve too that sends signals to the brain. They use liquid in the semicircular canals in the inner ear, and those liquid, like the liquid on a level, gives the brain data as to where it's oriented in space. And so what happens is the eyes are saying, hey, we're flat. The ears are saying, hey, we're all over the place. You're getting conflicting signals, and that's how you get motion sickness. The body's not sure how to handle that, okay? So when we talk about strength, posture, flexibility, and balance, they're all important. Right now we're doing flexibility. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with both feet out in front of us, okay? Well, I'm going to move to the edge of my chair. We're going to start both feet out in front of us, and it's okay if they're bent a little bit. That's fine. It's okay if the toes are up or straight. What I want you to do is I want you to try to reach forward and see if you can get as close to the floor as you can, okay? If you can put your hands on the floor, I want you to try to work yourself backwards. Try to work your hands back through the chair. That's it. You're just going to hold steady, okay? Good, good, good. You'll feel that pull in the back of your legs. Maybe it's in the back of your knees. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're up. Good. We're going to extend that left leg out in front of us like so. Okay, we're going to take both our hands. We're going to slide down. And the reason we stretch our muscles in the 3rd pillar so far into the program is because muscles act like steel. We know that now as research and studies have shown us. I grew up stretching first thing right out of the box, and then we've learned that that's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to heat the body temperature, heat the body up, get the body temperature up, and relax, guys. And then go into your stretching, okay? Let's take our right leg. Same drill. We're going to take both hands and go down that right leg there. Good. You may notice that you're a little more flexible on one side than another. That's quite normal. Good. Just hold and steady. You can do this when you watch TV. You can do a little stretching, because anytime a muscle, and relax guys, anytime a muscle is so tight it cannot function through its full range of motion, other muscles have to take up the slack. And that's where we start to get pain and discomfort, okay? So if you have a hip replacement, do not do this. Repeat. If you have a total joint replacement in your hip, do not do this. If you have one on the left side, not the right, you can do this, all right? What we're going to do is we're going to cross the midline. We're going to take our right leg and we're going to sit just like so. All right, we're going to put our ankle on top of our knee. If you're tight, and maybe that's the best you can do, there you go. That's it. That's it. And so what you're going to do, right, in that position, you're just going to lean forward. Right? That's it. Yep. Lean forward. Good, good. Perfect. Hold that. Hold that. Now what we're stretching is a muscle called the piriformis. Piriformis is the only muscle that connects the upper to the lower body. Pretty important muscle. It's an unsung hero for sure. 5, 4, 3, and relax. Let's flip it and do the other side. Now remember, if you have that joint replacement, you don't want to do this. That ball's going to come out. And you're going to be really mad at me. All right, here we go. Hands in front and stretch. There's another way to do it. It appears that everyone is doing it, so we're safe. Good. All right, reaching down. That's it. And again, you'll find you're tighter in some areas than another. That's it. Good. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, does everyone understand the importance of flexibility? So if my hamstrings are tight because I've been sitting a lot, right? And as we move through our careers, a lot of times we move up the corporate ladder, we become a little more sedentary and we sit a little more often, which coincidentally research shows us flattens our bottoms out. That really does happen. The more you sit, the flatter your bottom gets. And then also you lose leg strength, your hamstrings tighten, which can impact your gait. It can prevent you from reaching a full gait stride, right? It can disrupt your gait pattern. So what we want to do is we want to counter that. Not only that, but in the chest, everything's in front of us. It pulls our shoulders together, our posture suffers. So a lot of things we do with the posture exercises, we're building those shoulders, especially the posterior delt, the back of the shoulder, because that's going to act as an anchor and anchor down those shoulders. Does that make sense? And so we're doing a lot of things to stretch out the chest because our phones, our steering wheels, when we sit down and watch TV, shoulders come together. We have to do something to counteract that. Otherwise, our posture is going to suffer. And if we don't do anything, eventually we're going to find ourselves changing that balanced center of mass, okay? You guys buy that? You know I just made that up. I'm just kidding. All right. Now, this has become another one of my favorites. We will do this probably every class. This is called the Self-Cervical Stretch. And most of the people I work with in home, that's where they want to stay. A large part of being independent is being able to drive, okay? There's several factors that can prohibit someone from driving. One thing we can do is we can stretch our cervical area, right? That sternocleidomastoid, those muscles there in our neck, because that will provide us more mobility and flexibility to be able to move our necks around. And like this morning, if you've ever driven in Naples, Florida, everyone is a retired NASCAR Formula One driver. I'm telling you. I saw somebody telling somebody this morning they were number one. Except it wasn't like that, it was something else. I stayed out of it. I was like, oh wow, he must be really good. So I want to sit a little bit away from my chair there, all right? I'm going to sit a little bit away. What I'm going to do, this is a little weird, okay? I'm going to take my right hand and hold underneath my chair. I want to hold underneath there, okay? I'm going to take my left hand and put it across my belly, all right? So I'll look a little bit like this, okay? Now, this is your anchor. Okay, I want to lean away from the anchor. I want to lean away and I want to look away. Okay, so my right hand is holding. I'm going to lean and look to the left. My right hand is holding, but I'm going to lean and look to the left. Now I want to look up. I want to look down. I want to find that area there that I feel this stretch the most, right? It may be when I'm looking straight ahead. But I'm just going to hold steady. I don't want to kill it. I'm just going to hold steady. That's it. It's okay if you feel it in your arm, you feel it in your shoulder. Some may feel it all the way up behind our ear. We're holding steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good. All right, now let's switch. We'll do it the other way. All right, we're going to take our left hand here. We're going to hold under our chair. We're going to take our right hand across our stomachs there, and we're going to lean and look to the right. Now we're leaning and looking to the right. We're going to look up. We're going to look down. We're going to find that spot I feel it the most. I'm just going to hold right there once I find it. Good. That's it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. All right. Any questions about that one? That is one I would recommend you do. That is a stretch I would recommend you do every day because it's so vital to be able to identify obstacles. Because it's rare that we walk and we're not talking to somebody or talking to ourselves, right? Come on, I know everyone here does it. We all talk to ourselves, don't lie, right? Or our cats or our dogs. So I want to make sure that I have that flexibility in my cervical area, right? That I can identify obstacles, especially when we're driving, all right? So now, no questions there in our flexibility pillar. I want, if you need to, grab a shot of water, 15, 20-second break here. We're going to come right back. We're going to finish in our balance pillar, okay? All right. How we doing? Good, good, good.
I know myself. Crunch.
Yeah.
It's so important.
I played football for quite a while, and my mom would tell you if she had to do it over again, she may not push it as hard as we did. I grew up in a small town in Texas. What do you expect, right? So I got into a car accident like years ago, man, over 10 years ago. And I remember going to the doctor, and he goes, "Oh, wow, what's wrong with your neck? What happened?" I kind of looked at him like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Oh, man, you got this and this and this, and this is going, man, you're going to have a lot of issues when you get older." I'm like, "Well, I'm never coming back here again." So, yeah, it's just some bone spurs, but the stretching helps, right? So it'd be really easy for me to stay away, you know, and what you want to do is kind of run towards that pain in a safe way. And that's another thing, guys, if it hurts, don't do it, right? There's always a way around it. There's a little puppy. You got to run all the way around it, all right? There's always a way around it. We just have to find it, right? Okay. So we're going to start in our balance pillar, okay? No questions so far? Everybody good to go? All right, let's rock it, man. So, anytime you get your sheets, guys, right, you're going to get your sheets in your emails, okay? I do apologize. I usually get these done on Wednesday. Coming back from vacation, it's just been a whirlwind. So I will get these to you by tomorrow for sure. I'm shooting for tonight, but let's say tomorrow, and then let me impress you, okay? Let me surprise you. So, check your sheet out. It has lots of great information in our what we call our BU prescriptions. That's that little talk, the little knowledge bit at the beginning of class. You're also going to get the information that our notes. We'll cover this after class, but the notes that I use here are always online. All my sources and references I always post on the website at emeritushealthfitness.com or mybalanceuniversity.com. You can go there. You can pull our sources for everything we say in class, right? Sometimes people like to do that, especially other instructors that teach Balance University. And so check out that information. It's really important. You might find some of it interesting too. You know, some of the things we don't cover in class just because of time constraints. So, all right. I always pick a strength or a posture exercise and a balance exercise when it comes to your highlighted or your asterisk exercises, right? So when you get your sheet, you'll see highlighted. Those are the ones that I want you to work on every day, okay? So a little highlighted, those are the ones I want you to work on every day. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me or to Rose. She knows how to get a hold of me. You can always go to the website. We'll cover that after class. In our balance pillar, I'm going to show you what our highlighted exercise is going to be right now, okay? So this is something I want you to work on. It's going to be very similar to something we've already done, right? Like learning a new language, you have to do that word or those groups of words, those phrases over and over again. So with the chair on the left side, all right, I'm going to stand on my left foot. Let me just demonstrate and I'll show you, and then we do it together. I'm going to stand on my left foot. I'm going to start with my toes in the back. Imagine being on the beach, your feet in the sand. I want you to trace a capital D in the sand. So What does that mean? Now notice I'm not way back here, right? I'm probably the length of my foot here is about as far as my foot is going to move. So I've got my toes. I'm going to trace forward to trace the stem, and then I'm going to do a semicircle. Now I have 0 body weight on this foot, 0. So I'm forward, and then I'm around. Okay, let's do that together. All right, find your focal point, core tight, shoulders back, chest up, chin up. Starting in the back, we're going to move forward and then around. Nice and slow. The reason we move slow is because it will help us control the movement. That's it. Good job, Cindy. And around. Remember, it doesn't have to be great big. It can be small. Good. Good, good. Good job, Michelle. Good, Nancy. Good, Robert. You got it down. Mom, that's it. Well done, Martha. And around. Awesome, Sandy. That's really good. Now here, this is a great exercise. If you do not feel your lower leg beginning to burn a little bit or work a little bit, you may be relying on that chair a little too much, okay? So here's you to use the chair if you need it, but not so much that you're not working. Does that make sense? It's like, it's a fine line there. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And relax. Good. You feel that leg on fire? That's good. So that makes sense, right? Because what's the first thing that hits the ground when it comes to preventing falls or when it comes to walking? It's our lower leg, right? And then we have all those receptors, those mechanoreceptors at the bottom of our feet that detect pressure and send the signals to the brain that tell us, okay, our heel hit first, you're centered, oh, you're a little too far to the left, better correct. And then we have proprioceptors in our legs and our arms, right? Have you ever known someone, maybe not know someone, but you've heard of phantom limb pain, right? When someone has an amputation and they have that pain as if their arm is still there. Well, that's because the brain is connected to all these proprioceptors in our body, these nerve endings, right? And so what happens is that our brain now is communicating with the mechanoreceptors, with our muscle tissue, with those proprioceptors. By placing ourselves in these proprioceptive environments, stable but unstable, our brain is able to learn a new language and become familiar in these positions. Translates into the real world. It can detect when we're leaning too far to the left or to the right before we cross that point of no return and fall. All right, let's take our chair, let's move it to the opposite side. Perfect. All right, nice and tall again, core tight, find your focal point, starting with the toes in the sand in the back, bend your knee, don't forget about that. Let's move forward and then around. You got it, forward and around, nice and slow. Good. That's it. Forward and around. Good, good, good. That's it, good, good. Now as you build confidence, if it's really easy with a small D, go ahead and make that D a little bit bigger. There you go. Yeah. Good. And around. Now maybe if this is the first time you've done this and it's kind of weird, you know, just stick with what you got. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Good. Good. We'll have you guys by Christmas. You'll be standing on your heads, right?
On top of the table.
Yeah. Sandy says, or on top of tables. I want to go to your Christmas party. Good. Here we go. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. And rest. Good. Shake it out. Awesome. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to do, guys, is a hip knee flexion, right? We're going to be nice and tall. Let's just go ahead and keep our chair right here. No sense in moving it. We're going to be balancing or standing on our right foot. What we're going to do is we're going to start with our feet side by side. There's going to be a shift of your weight to your right foot. You're going to bring that leg up. You're going to go open, close, and down. Now, if you can't get your leg all the way up, that's okay. All right, if you can't abduct and adduct, that's okay, right? And maybe if this is the best you can do here, I'm okay with that, right? Maybe you need to just work yourself into it and you learn a little bit more, you get a little more familiar with the movement, you can progress it while we're working in the set, okay? So let's shift our weight to our right foot. Ready? And we're going to come up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here's the deal. Try to keep this leg in the air if you can. 2. When I go back down, watch me. 3. Now I'm going to go down, but I'm not going to touch the ground. 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 more. 1, 2. Good. 3, and 4. Last time. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Well done. Let's rotate our chair. Great job. All right. You're perfect. Yeah. You're set. Same thing, okay? Remember, find your focal point, okay? We're going to shift our weight to our left foot. Nice and tall, shoulders back, core tight. Bringing the right leg up. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, try to keep that foot in the air. 1, 2, that's it, good. 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 3 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Good. Shake it out. Man, goodness. Well done. All right. So, perfect. Last thing we're going to do today, guys. Last thing we're going to do is I always like to finish with standing on one foot for 60 seconds, okay? So, as we do this each week, I want you to get better. I want you to improve, all right? So, that's it. Get you a shot of water if you need it. All right, let's reset. We're going to recenter. We're going to start with our chair on the left side since it's already there. All right, everybody just kind of catch your breath for a second. Okay. Now, I'm not going to talk very much because I want you to concentrate. I don't want to break your concentration. I want you to focus on your focal point, okay? You can use the chair if you need it, right? But the goal is use it as much as you need it, but not so much that you're depending on it throughout the whole thing, right? Challenge yourself, okay? All right, you ready? Deep breath. Let's shift our weight to our left foot. Let's bring our right foot into the air. It's going to be right underneath us, guys. No reason out here, just right underneath you. Find your focal point. Time begins now. 60 seconds. Good. Twenty seconds have passed. 30. Good, good. 40 seconds have passed. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Well done. Well done. That will get better. Okay, great job. Let's rotate. Awesome. Same thing. Okay, here we go. Deep breath. Let's shift our weight to our right foot. Bend that knee. Remember to bend that knee. Left foot is in the air. Find your focal point. Time begins now. That's it. Twenty seconds has passed. 30. 40. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in time. Good job. Good job. So just keep a mental note of where you're at, guys. Thank you for being very patient with me this morning. I'm usually pretty timely, starting class on time. It's not uncommon for me to run late, so I understand if you have somewhere to go, you're just getting more for your money. Look for your emails tomorrow. Again, let me surprise you. And then just remember, second edition of My Balance University is available at mybalanceuniversity.com. All right, this has all our exercises and all that good stuff in there to chart. Also, mybalanceuniversity.com, go to that website. It is a wealth of information when it comes to fall and fall prevention, right? I also do lectures for Blue Cross Blue Shield, Florida Blue, and their physical locations. So this program, they buy my books there and they give them to their members. So make sure you go there, and remember, all references and sources are available at mybalanceuniversity.com. Scroll to the bottom of the page. You can click on the link. It'll take you right over there. You can download the PDF, the graphs. Look for it by topic. All right, they're listed by topic. So unfortunately, they're not in any alphabetical order yet. I need an intern for that. So, but they're there, okay? If you have any questions, I'll hang out after class. If not, you guys have a great weekend. If you're in Naples, man, let's hunker down. I don't think this thing's going to be too bad. So, all right, have a great weekend. Remember your homework, right? Make somebody smile. All right. Adios. Bye-bye. All right. Good. Great job.
It felt very good.